Hi folks, this is Jake Half Done. As part of my hygiene series, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I use zinc oxide on the trail. Stay tuned. Well folks, if you like to try and stay at least halfway presentable on the trail, like to be able to walk without making yourself sick with your own odor. There's a lot of different ways that you can do that, but one of the ways that I've found without adding a whole bunch of fragrance to my body, just in case I'm in bear country, or if attracting bugs, plus the added benefits of this product to keeping myself dry, and there's other uses for it. I love zinc oxide powder, and this is pharmaceutical grade, and it's 100% non-nano. And the importance of that, the non-nano side of it, has to do with the size of the particles. You want to be able to rub this on and it stay on the surface of your skin without entering into your body. You can take this in small doses. People take zinc as a supplement all the time, but if you are using this product day in and day out like I do, and I use this not just on the trail but in my day-to-day life, I would rather use something like this for body odor or protection against body odor than rubbing the deodorants or spraying deodorants on that you can find on your typical grocery store shelf. This has a little bit more natural feel to it, and I have not found anything that would indicate that prolonged use of this in the way that I use it has any health adverse health effects. If you know of anything, please comment below and let me know, and the other viewers know. But again, I've researched this, and I've used this for 5 or 6, 7 years now. And a little bit about it, I get a bag like this. This is a 1 pound bag, $8 or $10 off of Amazon. I use a Spicy World as my supplier of it. And this bag, with daily use and some waste here and there, it lasts me a year. And how I use it is quite simple. I shower, rinse myself off, clean my body up, and then before I put any clothes on, I put a little bit of this powder just like this, and we'll rub that under my pits. And what it does, it will actually just spread out over, okay? And you see, and it will stay with you all day long. And what this has done, what this does, it has some antibacterial properties to it, but it also prevents, it keeps you from getting sweaty. Okay, not in a way that that clogs up your pores. This is more about absorbing, and zinc is used in baby diaper or baby rash creams, and so those properties that you would experience if you have ever changed a diaper of your babies, you rub zinc cream on there if they start to get a rash. It has healing properties as well. So how I use it, again, out on the trail, is one, under my pits, on my pits, to keep things dry. That several hours into a hike with anything above 70 or 80 degrees, you know that you just get a little swampy, right? And so this again keeps you dry, and it prevents that odor from rearing its ugly head. Now, I not only use it on my pits, but I also will rub some on my feet. Again, it keeps you from getting sweaty and building up hot spots. It prevents what I have read and what I have experienced when others have had issues with some type of fungus on their feet, or you know, different foot issues that you experience if you're in damp conditions and hot conditions on the trail. Haven't had any of that rear its ugly head when I've used the zinc powder. I also again believe if you, when you rub this on, there's a little bit of a lubricating effect. I don't know what it is, how it does it, but you don't feel the friction when you have this on. So as I've put it again under my pits, and I've gone running, and you don't feel that friction of just skin to skin. There's some type of lubrication effect that's going on. So again, that helps pits, feet, and quite honestly, in the groin area. You know, when you're hiking all day long, rub some of this on those areas of your body that will rub against each other, and again, it prevents over perspiration, dampness from sweating, and in addition to that, it fights odors. And so you can be on the trail without using soap. You can, hop in some water, or sponge bath type activity, and throw this on and hop into your sleeping bag. You just feel more comfortable at night. Again, it keeps you dry. You don't have that stickiness to you that being on the trail and going throughout the day, and you have that sweat. You wipe off, dry off, and then put some of this under your pits in your groin area, on your feet, and you don't have the issues. For those of you that have been on the trail, you know what I'm talking about. The other thing is, this is actually, you used to see lifeguards with zinc oxide spread on their nose. It protects you against the sun and the sun damage. So again, multi-use product tip that I take, and quite honestly, I maybe have a little bottle about like this, this by this, and pour some of this in there. Have it last well over a week, because you just don't need a whole bunch of this. Just the slightest little bit will spread out in all the areas that you need it. See, my whole hand is covered from just that little bit, and so those pit, and you're taken care of. So just a little tip, one of the things that I use, if you guys know of any reason why I shouldn't be doing this, let me know. But I've done a little bit of research. The military used to use zinc as part of their odor protection, and both internally and topically, but I've also found uses again for keeping myself dry and doing a little bit of protection from the sun. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm Jake, and I'm only half done.